Hello, Javier. Today we are going to speak about most important questions and answers on becoming Dutch. In order to help newcomers to reveal their growth potential in a foreign country. So in this interview, Xavier Degraeve from Belgium will share some secrets of how to adapt to a new culture, language, job, and people. Let's start with introduction. My name is Tsarina, and I'm the owner of Tsarina Translations and Language School. And so now, Javier, could you tell us about yourself a little bit? Where are you from? And what do you do here?
Of course, I'm Xavier Degraeve. I'm from Ruyter. It's a town in the west of Flanders in Belgium. I currently work and spend a lot of time in the Netherlands, and especially in Zeeland. It's the southern province of the Netherlands.
And what made you choose to start your life in the Netherlands?
Well, it's to make it briefly. I did a part of my education in Arnhem. It's near Nijmegen, very beautiful region, and they were searching a new colleague in Zeeland. And one of my colleagues who knew me from earlier congresses, he told me, maybe you should have to visit our practice, our in Hoes. And then so I went to Hoes when I came back from Arnhem, and I'm still working there.
And what do you do?
I'm a maxillofacial surgeon. I was partly educated in Leuven, and partly in Arnhem. So after my traineeship, I started working in Zeeland.
Wow, you're a surgeon. It sounds great. To me,
it is. It is.
It's very important job you got here. And can you tell me about a specific thing you had never done before?
In what aspect?
Here in the Netherlands, what was different from the things in Belgium?
Things I have done, I've never done before.
Yeah. Did you do something here in the Netherlands what you never did before in Belgium?
I don't think so.
No, it's the same.
I'm just doing the same.
You're just doing the same. Yeah.
I didn't make a
That's what I mean. Also, maybe you can describe a situation in which you embraced a certain cultural aspect of the Netherlands, the language or people.
Okay. Yes, there are some huge differences. For example, when we have a meeting and some Dutch colleagues say what they are thinking, sometimes as a Belgian inhabitant, you sometimes think, what is he saying now? What is he? What does he want to achieve? As in Belgium, sometimes you think about something, but you don't say it, and then it's yeah, you keep it for yourself. And now I know this is a habit from the Netherlands. I started to do it also.
Oh,
so
really?
During the meeting, just say what you are thinking. even if it's not pleasing another participant.
So you are also now very direct and
a little bit more than I used to be.
More direct, yeah. And did you have some situation in which you were embarrassed or ashamed?
But sometimes when they really speak dialect, you don't understand what they are saying. Yeah. And then sometimes you laugh and not really knowing what they are saying.
Sometimes they speak in dialect, like in Zeeland, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like from Ierseke, sometimes they have a dialect which I don't really understand.
And then you ask, what did you say, or how do you react? How do you react?
Well, now I understand the dialects.
Now you understand the dialect. So
most of it, yes.
Nice. And can you describe a little bit the time when you felt stressed or overwhelmed, or maybe disconnected with people or culture?
I didn't really experience it, as far as I know.
Now, I mean, except of the dialect, maybe some
Yes.
situation.
I can't really remember such situation.
Okay. And then another thing, maybe, what's the biggest misconceptions the natives have about you?
That's not a misconception, but it's maybe my name. They see my first letter, it's a X. And a lot of people ask me, what is this X standing for? And when I say it's Xavier, it's a French name, Javier in Spanish, they don't really know the name. But I have a Dutch colleague, and he's also his first name is also Xavier. So it's not really common, but yeah, at the border sometimes you hear the name, but not very common.
No, maybe you can tell the people my name is Javier, and it's like Javier Bardem from Spain, you know?
Yes.
Yeah? He's also
Yes.
Javier, and then they know, you know, they have a link to your name.
Yes.
It's easier then. And that they think that you're from Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you ever feel judged?
Not really.
Not really?
Not really, no.
I mean,
maybe I was more in Arnhem. When I was in Arnhem, yeah. Yeah, they know it's he's from Belgium. He doesn't know where to go. But in Zeeland, you have a lot of Belgian people, so they are quite common to us. It's not really a big difference.
No, it's not really.
Speak the same language.
Yeah, exactly. But I've heard that Belgium and Netherlands have some misunderstanding, or I don't know. So that's why I am asking you these questions. So I thought maybe it's some differences, like cultural differences.
Yeah. They're not so huge. They're more concerning the belief in God or Protestantism. They're more about the faith.
Oh yeah, because you are more Catholic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and Zeeland is of course Protestant. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And tell me about one of your favorite experiences in the Netherlands.
It's a difficult question.
It's a difficult question. Just
Yes, yes.
something you really enjoyed in the Netherlands.
Yeah, I
Since you
really
came
enjoy
here.
it. I really enjoy it, but to say one particular one,
maybe something you can also your favorite experience, and you can advise to the newcomers to go there or to see some places, some nice places. Or do not you have any time to visit?
yes, but for example, in the region of Arnhem, you had the Veluwe, of course. It's a very nice region. It's really nice to visit. The Kruller-Müller Museum.
Yeah, been there. Yeah, it's nice.
You've seen it?
Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice.
And where do you go if you have free time?
In the Netherlands or abroad? Yeah, I like Vlissingen, Domburg, the coastal area. That's what I most like.
Okay. Yeah, you like the beach.
Yes, 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 yes.
And do you make friends here in the Netherlands?
Yeah, it's mostly concerning with the work.
It's a colleagues, not friends.
Excuse me?
Are they only colleagues or also friends?
Yeah, it's both. I have a good relationship with the most colleagues I'm working with. So yeah, some of them are like friends. Yeah.
What do you like really? What are the qualities of Dutch which you like?
They are more open, more direct. They are very honest, and they are very friendly. Yeah. Belgian people are more narrow-minded, not always saying what they are thinking.
And
also nice, but
yeah.
With Dutch people, you in one conversation, you know what they are thinking and what they are wanting, or it's a very nice yeah, part of how they are.
Yeah. But tell me about something you really miss from your own country.
Sometimes in the Netherlands, they are more rational and less Burgundic. As in Belgium, you can have very good bakeries on Sunday, which make the bread and all the pieces fresh during the Saturday night. As in the Netherlands, it's difficult to find a bakery who's open at Sunday. And if he's open, it's not always very fresh. So if you want to enjoy the Sunday or start the Sunday very good, it's a little bit more difficult to find a fresh pastry.
And do you miss some food?
Food?
Yeah.
Not particularly, no.
Because you said Belgium is more Burgundish, so you had other restaurants and maybe other meals or not?
A little bit, yes, but yeah. In Belgium, you have a lot of choice. You have very good restaurants, even if you don't expect it to be very good. Sometimes little bars have really good meals. And Zeeland is also very much bigger, much population is more widespread. So sometimes you have to travel a little bit further to find a restaurant, for example.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yeah. And do you have your favorite restaurant here?
Yes. Like in Vieren.
What's the name?
De Werf, I think. It's a nice restaurant. And how's it called? In Wilhelminadorp. There's also a good restaurant. Here, Xavier, it's called.
Xavier. Xavier.
Yes.
Yes, I heard about it. Yeah.
It's a very good restaurant.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so I will look up this restaurant.
Codium is also very good.
Which one?
Codium.
Oh, no, I didn't know about that. Okay. And tell me about the biggest challenge you have had to deal with in the Netherlands.
The administration is the biggest challenge. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you have to get a social security number, and when I started working in the Netherlands, I thought everything was arranged concerning the administration. Suddenly, I got a letter from the Queen of the Netherlands.
Wow.
And I thought, how did I deserve this? But it was to say that I had 2 days to pay the taxes. Otherwise, they would take action.
Wow.
But there were earlier letters from the tax administration, but they didn't get to me. I never saw them. So they had sent me recalls, but I didn't see them. But then suddenly I got the letter from the Queen of the Netherlands. So I thought something must be weird now.
Yeah, something you thought I did something wrong.
Yes.
So were you afraid?
Well, no.
No.
Yeah. Just arranged it as soon as possible. So
Yeah.
I think it will be all right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, but also it's a difficult. In Belgium, we have the AZERTY keyboard on our computers.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're on a site from the Netherlands, like from your bank, then you have to insert numbers. Some numbers they just don't take. It's sort of bug in the system, and like passwords, you don't see them normally, and then it doesn't work, and then you're thinking, why doesn't it work? And then when you type it in another field, then you see what you're typing is not what is on the screen. So and then Sunday night I discovered how you can fix this. Yeah, it takes some time before you know all those little tricks. But you also must have experienced it, I suppose.
No, I don't know about the bugs in the system and passwords.
Yeah.
I probably I live here too long, so to remember this, maybe if
Yeah.
you could ask
Yeah.
me the first in my first year here, I could tell a lot of interesting things. But now I'm getting more Dutch. Yeah. And what was your toughest decision you had to make here or in the last 6 months?
I don't think I make tough decisions.
You don't make tough decisions?
I don't experience tough
No,
decisions.
and
No,
for you, the moving here to the Netherlands was not tough decision to leave your country?
no.
No, because it's so close. Yeah, it's not that much different.
But I live at the border, so
Yeah.
it's not a big deal.
You live at the border with Belgium.
Yeah.
So you can go shopping in Belgium and go to the
Yes.
restaurants there.
Yes.
Yes, do you do this?
Yes. Well,
Yeah. Okay. And describe a time when you applied for a job. How did it go?
Well, I was working in Arnhem, in the Rijnstaten Hospital, and some of my colleagues said maybe you have to come to Zeeland and visit our practice, and so I did. And then shortly after, we had another meeting, and I met the other colleagues, and I thought they are all okay. So it was very nice meeting. So we continued, and a few weeks later, I was working in Zeeland.
So it was pretty easy for you. You didn't need to send any CVs or resume.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you
yes,
did.
yeah.
Okay.
We have, of course, yeah, the CV which we have to send, and the most important thing is we are working as a team. So and if the team is good and you have a good relationship with the others, it's much nicer to work.
Yeah.
For me, it's not important where I work. It's more important that I like it. I like the atmosphere.
Yeah, you have very nice colleagues. So I saw them with very nice ladies. Yeah. So why I'm asking, what for advice could you give for foreigners who are looking here for a job?
That they have to do a language course with Sarina.
Oh, it's a very good advice. I didn't expect that. But some more tips.
Yeah, just to make sure you're good informed.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Try to contact people who have done what you do before, and they can give you very good advice. Because if you have to check them out for yourself, it takes a lot more time than just contacting somebody who has done it before. So you learn a lot quicker.
Yeah, it's a very wise advice. Nice. And what's the biggest goal you have achieved here?
Well, it's more professionally. I think I can perform what what I like to do. So you have several aspects of the job, and some aspects you like more than the others. So it's nice to evolve in the aspects which you like more. So the profile of the colleague they were searching is quite the profile I could give them. So that's the puzzle gets together like this.
Yeah, nice. And what are your favorite tasks, and what are less favorite tasks for you to execute?
Well, I like orthodontic surgery and pre-prosthetic and implant surgery. So those are the things which I can do frequently. Well, the biggest challenge for me, to come back on an earlier question, was maybe the COVID crisis. It was very difficult. It was a tough one. I'm very happy to see that it's coming to an end now.
Why was it difficult for you?
For the planning. A lot of our bigger surgeries, they need some preparation. And yeah. When you think you have a date to perform a surgery and you do the preparation for it, 2 days before you hear that it's not possible. The operating room is closed, and then you have to start all over again. So it's very difficult for the planning.
Was it closed because of COVID, or somebody
Yes.
got ill?
Yes.
Or yeah?
No, because of the COVID. There are enough patients who are waiting for their operation, but you cannot give them hope. So they just want to hear that they can be helped within a month, but it's not about the month, it's about the year. So some people, you have to say, sorry, but the waiting list is 1 year. So it's not only in Zeeland, it's worldwide. All the hospitals in the world have to deal with this problem. So planning is very difficult, and the waiting lists are longer than before.
But because you don't have any good location, or what's the problem then?
No, the hospitals had too much work with the COVID patients. So your patients have to wait. First, the most ill people have to be cured for.
Right.
So those were the COVID patients. So all the rest has to wait for, unless there is enough capacity.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So now you have a lot of people also on the waiting list, and so you can help them now, or it's
yes.
not, yeah.
We will try to get the waiting list shorter in the coming months, but it will be difficult because the summer holiday is now starting. Yeah, so you need your team to do the job. So in the summer holidays, or in July and August, you cannot really shorten your waiting list. So I hope to do it in the second half of this year.
Yeah, I understand. And you cannot say to the people, don't go on vacation.
No.
So we have a waiting list. No. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. And what is your vision for future?
In which aspect?
For you, what are your goals? What is your next goal?
Well, to professionally, or
Oh, you can say both.
To I hope to get everything even better organized. So yeah, you have more also free time.
And what would you do in free time? What is your vision for personal
Just
goal?
just read and yeah, relax.
Relax, go on vacation, maybe
For example,
on the motor,
learn Spanish.
learn Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a dream?
Dream. Not really.
Maybe go somewhere, I don't know, because you told me about your motor traveling, and I don't know, maybe you want to visit some countries,
Yeah,
to read some books, or
yeah. I just hope to do in the coming years other countries which I haven't done before. Yeah. I did some really interesting countries like Ukraine in the past.
oh really?
Also a country which most people don't visit. Yeah. So it's really fascinating. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
these countries, I hope to visit them in the future.
And which countries are on your list?
Yeah, like in the East, some of the Far East countries, maybe. Yeah. Sounds like it seems nice to me.
Yeah, exotic. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to ask you a couple of questions about learning a new language, because firstly, you need to learn Dutch if you come here. So for you, it's not a question. But the most of the Dutch speak English. But I think for newcomers, it's very important to learn Dutch. And maybe because you are experienced language learner, you are studying Spanish, and maybe you can give them advice. Why is it so important to learn a new language quickly?
Dutch. Why to learn Dutch?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Dutch is the primary language in the Netherlands. It's not like Belgium where you have French and Dutch. All the information you get from the internet in the Netherlands is in Dutch. So there's not really a second language in the country. So Dutch is the language you have to learn.
Right. Why are a lot of people asking? Because Dutch speak English too very well. So then many people think that we come to the Netherlands, we can speak English here. So we don't need to learn Dutch. Is it true?
Well, maybe in the bigger cities, but in Zeeland, it's not. English is not a common language.
No, no.
You get easier contact if you speak the native language.
Yeah, yeah, it's true, because it's not only language, but you can. The language is a mirror of the human mind and of the human society and the culture. So I think the people will know more about culture and have more chance to find a job if they speak Dutch here. And I think it's even required here by applying for a job to speak Dutch. So, and what is for you, what is one most important thing in how to learn a new language?
Yeah, speak it regularly, frequently. What also helps a little bit, I think, is as in my case, when I'm trying to learn some Spanish, is to look at Netflix and look at Spanish series. Then you hear them speak. In the beginning, you don't understand the word, but after a while, you say, "Ah, this I have understood."
Yeah, yeah. Because you hear, I have heard this word before, and then after you hear it 5 times, maybe you already understand what it is. What does
Yes.
it mean? Yeah.
Yes. In the beginning, they speak so fast, you don't understand the word. And the next series, you even don't understand anything. But then it starts, and then you see, I understood this one and this one.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
little by little.
Yeah. Very good advice. Yeah. And what is the biggest challenge when it comes to learning a new language?
Making yourself, express yourself to somebody who doesn't speak another language. So it's easy when you try to speak the language you want to somebody who can also understand another language. If you don't know how to express, you just change to another language. But if this person doesn't speak another language, then you have to continue until he understands what you are saying.
And in what way do you think you will be able to learn a new language quickly?
Excuse me, how? In what way?
In what way you will be able to learn a new language quickly? What would you need to do? What do you think for you would be the quickest way to learn new language?
Yeah. Take some lessons.
Take some lessons, yes. Tell me about your way of learning Spanish now.
Well, I'm taking some lessons and looking sometimes to Spanish series. That's it. And of course, if you go to Spain and you try to express yourself in Spanish, but it's not that I'm 3 weeks in a year in Spain. So it has to happen from your home.
Yeah. Yeah, you need practice, of course. And if you want to study a new language, how would you search for a course?
If I didn't know the language school.
Yeah, how would you search? You want to study some new language? Maybe now you want to study Italian, or I don't know. How would you? Where would you search?
Just via Google.
Just via Google. Just you would look on internet.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And how do you feel now about learning a new language online via Zoom?
Yeah, it's. I think it's easier to do it one-on-one, physically in a lesson. But in this year, we have all learned to use Zoom and other programs to do it online, and it works quite good. If you're not in the car.
So you can learn in the car too. It's a new way of learning in the car. Maybe
yes,
we invented something new.
Yes, but the connection speed is the most important thing, and this can be a problem.
Okay, yeah, the fast connection is necessary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the most interesting thing about you that's not mentioned before? It's an unexpected question.
The most interesting thing about myself.
Yeah.
Which
tell me something unique about you. I think every person is unique.
I'm not used to tell things about myself, so it's very difficult.
It's difficult for you, huh?
Maybe you didn't know that I like dogs, but
No.
I don't know if it's so interesting.
Yes, but I think the fact that you are learning Spanish in your car, it's very interesting, and that you are not doing your homework and you don't want to have any homework, you want just to learn from the lesson. It's actually the first time in my life somebody is learning a new language like this, so that we have like 40 minutes conversation, and we listen to the dialogues, and we translate the dialogues, but you don't want to do any homework. So it's an experiment, and I think it's a pretty unique to have somebody like you, because you are very clever and you remember a lot of words from the lesson. So it's very nice having you as a student.
But you can give me some homework, a little bit. the texts, yes, the text, it's good to read them afterwards or before. It's also good to see the text from time to time.
It's very good. Yeah, it's very good from time to time. Also, now you're having vacations, so now you can study more maybe and read the text. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What would be your final advice for the newcomers?
Just make you are good informed. Try to pick up as much information from others. Don't try to invent the wheel again.
That's a good one. Yeah, and for me, my advice for learning a new language would be don't strive for perfection, but just strive for passion and commit to your dream. And especially enjoy your journey with languages, a new culture, new people. And you will be amazed then by how easy it can be to connect with other people if you know the language. And I have my passion for languages, so as well a lot of patience for my new students. So then Javier, thank you very much for this interview, and you too enjoy your journey through life, and good luck with your Spanish and with your job, and I see you soon.
Yes, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Oh, you want to say something? Tell me something. What?
No. You can mail for the next lesson.